Hey everyone, so today I recorded some great footage on my horse doing one of my favorite pirouette exercises, and that is the walk pirouette to the canter pirouette. And this exercise I think really helps both the horse and the rider understand the canter pirouette. The canter pirouette is a difficult exercise, but it's basically the same as what you do in a walk pirouette, only that you're cantering instead of just walking. So the way you do this is you start out with a walk pirouette. Obviously, you want to make sure that your horse has a good understanding of the walk pirouette, and that it's easy for them to do in the walk. And then basically you just ask your horse to pick up the canter and stay in the walk pirouette. Don't expect a lot of steps, usually 3 or 4 canter steps, and then make a nice transition back to the walk. And then once you're in the walk, you want to push your horse out off of the inside leg so that they understand to stay away from the inside leg and also to be able to get out of the movement. So you'll see here, I'll show you, I'm working with my horse Gatsby. He's 6 years old. I showed him last year 3rd level, so you want your horse to be about 3rd level at least. You don't want to do it with a super green horse that doesn't understand to do canter walk transitions or anything about the collection. But I love this exercise, and I really hope that it helps you guys and your horse. Even if you're not quite ready to do this exercise, it gives you something to think about for the future. And also that it's really important that you get your walk pirouettes good. So hope this helps you guys. So I start off here to the left on about an 8 to 10 meter circle. And here I'm riding Hanches-in. You can see the haunches are to the inside of the line of the forehand. And then here I switch to shoulder in. So now I push the shoulders to the inside and the haunches to the outside off my inside leg. Switch back to Haunches-in, and then from the Haunches-in, make a transition to canter. And I want to stay in Haunches-in on the small circle. Transition back to walk, and immediately push the haunches out in shoulder in so that you get your horse off the inside leg and get the inside hind leg stepping forward. And then again, Haunches-in and right away transition up to the canter. Walk and immediately into shoulder in. So the purpose of this exercise is really to teach your horse a couple things. One is to sit into the canter pirouette. So because you're doing it from the walk and you make a transition into canter from the walk, your horse is already a little bit more engaged and sitting. So you see there, that first stride, he really steps forward and sits down behind into the canter. Then change direction and make sure that you do this exercise in both directions. It's important also to notice any differences in your horse from left to right. Most horses have one side that's a little bit easier than the other, so it's good to switch back and forth in left and right so that you can even out these sides. So same thing to the right, starting in a little Haunches-in with inside bending. So you want to make sure that your horse is looking to the inside and the haunches are to the inside. Pick up the canter and keep the haunches in. Make a walk transition. And then you want to push your horse off the inside leg. You see there that the hind legs go to the outside of the circle. And I really am making my point there with my inside leg. I want him to be very responsive to the inside leg, so that I can get that inside hind leg to step forward when I turn here and canter for the pirouette. And this side for him is a little bit easier. He sits more, and I'm able to turn and bring the forehand a little bit more around because he bends a little bit easier to the right. So my goal is to make the left side as good as the right side. And then here in the walk, I'm really asking him to step a little more under and forward with his hind legs before I pick up the canter, so that he's already tucked under, his pelvis is rotated under, and when I pick up the canter, his hind legs are already under and through. And then here I give him a little relief and make sure to ride your horse forward Let them canter. Remember that this pirouette work is really hard work, so you don't want to stay in it too long or expect too much. You want to reward your horse and make it positive.
Dancing.